If you miss bread on keto, then this is the video for you because today we're going to be trying some new and exciting chaffle recipes for 2023. Sarah and I have been on keto since January of 2019 and we've lost a combined total of 160 pounds, and we definitely miss bread, but more specifically we miss sourdough bread because that was one of our favorites. So we were really excited when Janelle posted about her sourdough chaffles in our keto group, Keto with the Keto Twins, on Facebook. If you want to join it, we're going to leave a link in the description below. We have about 10,000 of you guys already in there. So Janelle posted in November that she loves our chaffles, thank you Janelle, but she came up with a sourdough chaffle recipe that sounds really interesting. So if you guys haven't tried our chaffles yet, we love them. They're like really crispy and crunchy and they're pretty neutral tasting. We're going to leave a link to our chaffles in the description below. We've made them several times on our channel and used them for sandwiches and croutons and other things. The basis for our chaffle recipe is mozzarella, almond flour, xanthan gum, and egg whites. It's pretty simple. With this one you're going to be needing pork rinds and sour cream, which are two exciting additions. So to a bowl I added in our mozzarella. We used low moisture pre-shredded mozzarella. We added in our xanthan gum and we mixed it all together because it's easier to incorporate xanthan gum into your dry ingredients because once water hits it or moisture, it just starts getting really sticky. So we added in our xanthan gum and mixed that all together. I added in pork rinds. Then I went in with our egg whites. And then I went in with the sour cream. So I mixed it all together and now it's like a blob. It says that her recipe makes about 4 to 5 chaffles. We're gonna be leaving Janelle's recipe in the description below. So we have our 2 individual Dash mini waffle makers heating up because I forgot my 4-unit mini waffle maker at home because I was running late today and I knew I forgot something. I just could not remember what it was. Sorry, Sarah. You're forgiven. Those are heated up, we're ready to go. We're gonna start loading our chaffle maker and we're gonna let it go for about 4 or 5 minutes. Sarah, maybe it's time for an upgrade. I'm not ready yet. You like to just kind of press it down. It'll start to melt to fill all these crevices. Okay. While those chaffles are cooking, we're gonna take a minute to talk about the sponsor of this video, Element. Element is a delicious electrolyte drink mix with everything that you need and nothing that you don't. That means lots of salt and no sugar. Element contains a science-backed electrolyte ratio of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Sarah and I drink Element every single day on our keto weight loss journey because we love the way it tastes and it makes us feel great. That's because when you go into ketosis for the first time, you shed a lot of water, and inside that water are your electrolytes. This can leave you feeling tired, have fatigue, and headaches, also known as the keto flu. Element replenishes your electrolytes so that you feel better. Our favorite flavors are citrus salt, orange salt, and raspberry salt, but we love them all. Right now, Element is offering our community a free sample pack. It looks like this so that you can try all the flavors. That's a single serving pack. It's free with any order from Element. This way you can try all the flavors or share some with a salty friend. In order to get this deal, you must go to drinklmnt.com/ketotwins. All right, let's check on them. All right, they do smell. They do have like a a sour bread like smell. So here we have Janelle's sourdough chaffle. Super excited to try it. It looks like our chaffle. I smell the sour cream in it. Sourdough like. All right, let's try it. Cheers. Definitely has a tang from the sour cream. I like that. It's not as crispy as our chaffle, but some people do complain that our chaffle is a little bit too crispy for them, so this might be a good option for you guys. About a month ago, Sarah and I made a video where we made our favorite soup and sandwich from Panera Keto. I think the sourdough chaffle would work really well with that steak sandwich that we made. I agree. Sarah and I bought sourdough flavoring from that OOO flavor company, and I spilled it everywhere. I broke the bottle and I spilled it everywhere in Sarah's kitchen, and it was just sour smelling. Yeah. And every time I would smell like the cutting board or smell my hand, I would find it in a new place because it just got everywhere, and Sarah and I were gagging because it's just like such a powerful smell. Yeah. We never got to try that. Yeah, we never got to try it. So I think that just adding the sour cream into the chaffle is a much better and safer experiment. So thanks, Janelle. Next up, we have an interesting chaffle to try, and it has to do with egg white protein powder. So the next chaffle recipe that we're going to be trying also comes from our Facebook group, Keto with the Keto Twins, and it's by Mickey, and it's called Mickey's Airy Chaffle. And it sounds really cool because it uses egg white protein powder within the chaffle, which we've never done before. So in a bowl, we combine the mozzarella cheese, the lupin flour, the egg white powder, the xanthan gum, and then we added a pinch of salt, and then we combined it fully, and now it's resting off to the side. Mickey does have a note in here that says, if you are using pre-shredded cheese, which has an anti-clumping powder, you might need additional egg white to moisten the mixture. And then let it rest to make sure that it's well hydrated before cooking. So we're gonna let it rest for a few minutes, and then we're going to put it into our Dash Mini waffle makers. And once those are fully cooked, we're going to transfer them over to a rack, and then we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna try them. Here it is. It looks yellow. We don't typically use lupin flour all that much, so I'm excited that we got to try that today. The addition of the egg white protein powder is very interesting. Big boy, big chaffle.
Some weight to it.
Yeah. It smells good. It just doesn't smell like our chaffles. So lupin flour has a lot less carbs in it than almond flour, and it has less calories, I think, too. If you guys are trying to cut back on your carbs, maybe try to substitute lupin flour for some of your almond flour to save on those carbs and those calories. So we're excited to try it. Cheers. Thanks, Mickey, for posting.
They're fluffier, but they are lighter, I think. The way that we get our chaffle pretty light is we don't use a lot of batter, where I think that there was a lot of batter in there, so there's not a lot of holes in it, which sometimes our chaffle, you can like kind of see through it. So yeah, I like it.
I am seeing a lot of pockets of air in this chaffle.
Super delicious, Mickey. Thanks so much for sharing.
So the third chaffle recipe that we're going to try today is called the Jalapeno Popper Chaffle by everydayketogenic.com. This chaffle is different than a lot of the other chaffles that we've made in the past because it has coconut flour in it and cream cheese. It also has bacon, baking powder. Anyway, we're excited to try this. This seems a little bit different than what we're used to. I'm going to start combining all of my ingredients into a bowl.
What's wrong?
She beat the cream cheese until it was light and fluffy. We did not do that. Oops. I don't know. It's too late. Is it too late? It's too late. This late into the day, mistakes are going to be made, and that was the one for today, hopefully. Hopefully it turns out well. We're going to leave a link to this recipe in the description. If you're going to make it, maybe try it with beating the cream cheese until it's light and fluffy. We did not. We're gonna start filling up our chaffle maker. We're gonna cook them for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we're going to put them on a rack, and then we're gonna go downstairs and try our last chaffle. These are gonna be big boys. Okay, slowly.
Okay. Emily?
So, we don't usually have like super wet chaffles. They're not like really battery, they're really dry, and so I think I messed up and put too much in the chaffle maker. I put about 1/4 of a cup into each, and I may have screwed it up.
Well, we'll just keep it closed until it cooks all the way. Well,
whoa. So that smells eggy. Eggy. This is giving me breakfast buffet vibes. This is yours. Last up, we have our jalapeno popper chaffle. This is a different chaffle than we're used to. You know, when I think of chaffles, I think that they look more like this, you know? Ours are kind of darker and crunchier. This looks very soft and bread-like. Oh, it's very, very pillowy and soft. Smell the bacon. We just use pre-cooked bacon, by the way, which is kind of
a cheat.
Yeah. Hey, it's a time saver. It's just, it looks really good.
Ready? It reminds me of a traditional waffle.
Right. It looks like an Eggo. I used to like Eggos.
Yeah, same.
I used to eat them frozen.
It's more traditionally like a waffle for me than a chaffle, just because of how soft it is.
To me, it tastes eggy. That's a lot of, we put like 1.5 eggs in there, and that's very eggy compared to like what we usually do, but
I don't mind it.
I think that you could get sick of eating this all the time, but once in a while, it tastes really, really good. I like it.
I feel like this is a good breakfast item. Like a breakfast sandwich off this, put some sausage on top.
Sausage, scrambled egg patty, cheese. That might be really good. Hot sauce. Maybe we should make a breakfast sandwich video. It reminds me of hamburger bun-esque. I typically like my bread to be like harder, but this is very soft, very pillowy, very light. And I like it in some cases. It's pretty good. It tastes really good.
Some people just really don't like the eggy texture of a chaffle. We've tried to eliminate the egg flavor from our chaffle by just taking out the yolk or making it really thin or only adding egg whites. So this definitely does taste like it has eggs in it, but eat it during a time when you would have eggs, like for breakfast.
Right.
And then I don't think it's a problem.
So Sarah and I think that chaffles can really be anything and everything. And we're going to continue trying these in 2023 because we always love trying new ideas. So if you guys have any chaffle recipes that you want us to try so that we can share them with everybody else, please let us know in the comment section below.
If you guys want to see us make our favorite lunch from Panera but keto, you can click on the video on the screen and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out.